In our last class, we stopped at uh, integration. So we did something like integral of 4x squared plus 2x minus 5. So we did something like this, the s. So if you recall, what do we get here? We say this is 4s cubed 4s cubed over 3. So remember, we said we're adding 1 to the power, then plus 2s squared over 2. How? Because the power here is 1. So we say 1 plus 1. Then minus 5x plus c. Because we say anytime you have constants, now you are free to say 2 cancel out. So this can also be 4s cubed over 3 plus s squared minus 5s plus c. Answer. So this is what we did last time. I just recall from here. So now let us now proceed to another form of this. So look at this question. Integral of, let me put 1 0. Now do you see we now have another function like 1 and 0? So let's start with simple expression first. Let me say integral of 2x like this ds. Now what do you notice in this one? What is the difference? The difference is this upper and lower limit. The other one, we did not have anything there. So whether you have upper and lower limits, the integration does not change. Now let me show the integration in full. Is what you know before. So this will be 2s raised to power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. That is how we are integrating. So don't bother to be putting plus c here if you have the definite integral. This upper and lower limit, don't bother to put the s, because plus c, it will still cancel out. Normally I will integrate like this, or let me show why the c will cancel out in short. So normally, so now this is how we should integrate 2 raised to power s plus 1 s raised to power 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1. Now that limit, put it outside, 1 and 0, meaning this one and this one, put it outside. So this will becomes 2s raised to power 2 divided by 2 plus c, 1 and 0. So this will cancel out. So this will be s raised to power 2 plus c, then 1 and 0. Now how can you remove the 1 and 0 now? If the 1 and 0 is not there, this should be the answer. If 1 and 0 is not there. So now because the 2 are there now, anywhere you see x, put 1 first. Then put 1. That should be 1 square plus c to bracket. What do you do now? Anywhere you see x, this s, put 1. That will be 1 square. So minus constant, you should always say minus. Now anywhere you see s again, put the second number. That will be 0 square plus c. So that means put the first number anywhere you see x, minus put the second number anywhere you see x. That is how you remove the number. So this will becomes 1 plus c minus 0 minus c, because that minus will open the bracket. Now c minus c will be 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. So answer is 1. Do you see that the c cancel out? So that means from beginning I may not be putting plus c, because at the end of this answer no c will be there. So that means this is how we solve if you have upper and lower limit. Now let us solve another example. So if just say integral of 2 comma 1 of, let me include 2x plus 5. Now let me put something like this now, the s. Okay, so now what we are going to do here is still normal. The first thing is that you remove the integral, so just integrate. So that means this will becomes 2s square over 2, as we have integrate before, plus 5s. So I believe you should understand this. Then put the limit 2 and 1. Now you see I said don't put plus c again, so still cancel out. Now how can you remove this? You can still cancel out here, you are free. So this will be s square plus 5x, then 2 and 1. So how can you remove the 2 and 1 now? Anywhere you see x, put 2 first. That will be 2 square, and that is 2 square plus 5 bracket 2 minus, anywhere you see x again, put 1. That will be 1 square plus 5 brackets 1. So anywhere you see s again, put 2 minus, anywhere you see s, put 1. So this will becomes 4 plus 10 minus 1 plus 5. How? 2 square will give you 4, that is 2 times 2. Then 5 times 2 will give you 10. Then 1 square here is 1, and 5 times 1 is 5. So that's how we get that. So now 4 plus 10 is 14, minus 1 plus 5 is 6. Now 14 minus 6 is 8. So the answer is 8. So that's it. You see that it's still the same as normal one. After integrate, please substitute the number one by one. So now let's see more examples. The more you solve, the better you understand. So let's see more example. Now integrate integral of 2 minus 1. So that definite can be anything. 2 minus 1 of 3s square plus 4. So let me even add s plus 4s ds. So now let's integrate. So the first thing we are going to integrate, that will give us 3s raised to power 3 divided by 3 plus 4s raised to power 2 divided by 2. Then we have 2 minus 1. Remember, you add 1 to the power divided by the power. So we have known how to integrate now. 3 can cancel out 3. 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So I will have what left? S raised to power 3 plus 2s raised to power 2. Then 2 minus 1, like that. Now, how can you remove the 2 and minus 1? Anywhere you see x, put 2 first. That will be 2 raised to power 3 plus 2 brackets 2 raised to power 2. So anywhere you see s, put 2 minus, anywhere you see s, put minus 1. So remember that sign is minus 1. That will be minus 1 raised to power 3 plus 2 brackets minus 1 raised to power 2. So this will becomes 8 plus 2 raised to power 4. Then minus, how do we get that? 2 raised to power 3 is 8. That is 2 in 3 places. 2 times 2 times 2. That is 8. Then 2 square is 4. That is 2 times 2 is 4. So like that. Now minus 1 raised to power 3 is minus 1. But that is minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1. Minus times minus plus. Plus times minus minus. Then 1. So that means anytime the power here is odd, you will always get minus. If the power is even, you will get plus. Look at this, minus 1 raised to power 100. Now you know 100 is even number, so even numbers are number that can be divided by 2 without remainder. Minus 1 raised to power 100 is 1, to be plus 1 because the power is even. Now if the power is odd, so let's say 97. Now 97 is odd, so if the power is odd, your answer will be minus, so please take note. But if power is even, answer will be plus. So now minus 1 raised to power 3, you notice this is even, so it will be minus, so plus 2 bracket. Now look at this is even, so it will be plus 1 instead. So that is 1 square, that is minus 1 square is 1, so like that you should be able to do this one. So this will be 8 plus 8. How? Because 2 times 4 is 8, minus 1 plus 2. So 8 plus 8, 16 minus 1. Minus 1 plus 2 is 1. So 16 minus 1 is equals to 15. So the answer is 15. Please just follow it step by step to be able to grab. So now after you have watched everything, try to solve these questions. So solve this. Number 1, integral 1 minus 1 2s ds. Number 2, 30 3s squared plus 2s plus 5 ds. Just try this too, then we'll proceed. So I'll still continue now.